Look alive! It's me, the court jester. And in this episode, we're going to continue where we left off, in the class trial. Let's get right into it. Do a bit of back reading. Catch up. There we go. Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us. Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Or is there? Start the music in 3, 2, 1. A dying message. It's easy to just say, hey, decide who did it. But it just aren't any more clues, right?
Then let's review all the clues we found up to this point one more time.
Do we really have time for all that? Die. If we don't do something, we'll gonna die. There's still one clue left, I'm sure of it. Sayaka left it on the wall she was leaning up against. No, that's wrong. There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message. Wait, what did you say? The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037 written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there somewhere. Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask. Can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it? There's no question that Sayaka wrote that message, and I can prove it. Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left and right.
Sure, I think we can only be Sayaka wrote it, but still, what the heck does the numbers mean? 11037?
Hey Chihiro, you're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not. Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers. Of course, it's because they're not numbers. Oh yeah, it looks like...
Oh, wait, what?
No, it's just, look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. If the first two, 1 looks like two numbers and more like one letter. You're right, the connecting line is barely there, so I assume it was 11, but... Looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally said something word or shit.
Hello, Greyfell. I'm really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N, and 037 doesn't make any more sense than before.
Damn it, it's no use. I just don't know. I'm so dumb. Fine, I'll give you the answer. Rotate the image 180 degrees. Huh? Rotate it? I think, maybe, I see something. Oh my god, now I see. She wrote down the killer's name. Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right into the minute. So, whose name did she write? Sayaka's dying message reveals the real killer's name. If you turn her message 180 degrees, it should become crystal clear. Leon Kuwata. It was you! The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. Credit to Kyoko Kirigiri. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles. What happened to look like my name?
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a sketch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The evidence that Leon tried to get rid of. It's the thing I found on the ground in front of the incinerator. That burned shirt piece. You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator?
As the killer stepped Sayaka, they must have gotten some of their blood out. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it in the incinerator. But the one piece burned off and got left behind. And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Is that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. We're just that one little short piece. There's no way you can say for sure it's large, though. You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
When you find this time to understand, the answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so. The burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, you should be able to figure out who the killer is. Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening to get in front of that trash room, right? And obviously you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You need a key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right? No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. The shattered crystal ball. The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
The only one who could get into the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash.
You have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence. Which means the only possible suspect is whoever had that fucking trash room key.
Okay.
So the person who would have had the trash room key was... No! There absolutely was a way to use the incinerator without using the trash room key. The killer was able to turn the incinerator on by using someone I found in the ground nearby. And have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the fucking evidence! I disagree. Hold on, I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key. But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you? Yes, you could, if you used this. What is that, some kind of glass ball? It's supposed to hell. Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
the killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way, which was... The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch and the incinerator would roar to life. Someone threw that? Through a gap in the gate? Remember what you said before, Hifumi. Someone turned the incinerator on! Very strange. I'm quite certain it was us that found us down here. Perhaps it was the work of the family. Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it there. Hey, come on, what the fuck is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? With pinpoint accuracy, you need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something real small. Did someone really do that?
That's right, there's no way, it's impossible. Difficult? Absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so, because the killer is. It wouldn't have been much of a challenge at all for the killer, because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon? Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be a little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer. Those goddamn chefs have got it all wrong, I'm telling you.
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and refute the incident one more time to make this crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me, what the hell do you mean, end this? Say what you want, Leon, but all the questions have been answered and the truth has been revealed. Now here's exactly what happened. The closing argument will begin. A comic from right to left that you clear by filling in the gaps you see on screen with the question marks with the images here. My room was the scene of the crime. The incident began when the killer entered. Entering the door. You can see here, locks the door. She's waiting with a knife. And then threat. Tries to stab her. Then, first, when Sayaka attacked the killer with a knife, they noticed something in my room. That was, obviously, this. The stab. They used that object to deflect Sayaka's attack, which is why that evidence was damaged. Which is this. The swing, it broke Sayaka's wrist. After the killer countered Sayaka's attack with an attack of their own, what did they do next? The bathroom. They forced the bathroom door open. The only logical way they could have done that was with a screwdriver. After she was stabbed, Sayaka used the last of her strength to leave something behind. A dying message. Yikes. The killer used an item in my room to help dispose of the evidence. Roll, roll, roll. The object the killer threw to activate the incinerator must have been the crystal ball. Crystal ball hits button, incinerator on. What the killer threw in the incinerator? A bloody shirt. The piece of evidence left behind in the trash room. Here's exactly what happened. I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there, intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I'd put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her. They couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in the victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw, but the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because our killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch in the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they thrown into the fire burned away and fell out of the incinerator, and the killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon Kuwata? It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of his shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! Fuck you all! I mean, all this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the fucking evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is a good time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence?
I have the evidence? The first bullet time battle is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? No, because it's for the entertainment.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room, did they? Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
They used something of their own to remove the screws? Could it have been? I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Stupid, 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 stupid! I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. The moment of truth. Here's a fucking rhythm game. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. Wasn't me? Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. Wasn't me? Stop talking. You lie. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Wasn't me? Stupid. You lie. Stop talking. Shut up. Without evidence, it's all bullshit. It's bullshit. I refuse to acknowledge it. This should prove it. The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them. I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right? Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkit we got each had one inside. That must be what they used. Not any other tools anywhere. But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used. It's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought it was Sayaka's.
Well, the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use? Stupid, stupid, stupid! It had to be their very own toolkit. Stupid, 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 stupid! Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used. Stupid.
And if you say you do something else, you have to explain exactly when, where, and why. Let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid.
So you have no rebuttal? Then it would seem we have finished here. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Sayaka Mizuno's killer is Leon Kuwata.
Oh boy, was that epic to voice. Woohoo! We're having fun.
Nice.
Woohoo! Looks like you reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, but just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay then, let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Now this is a scene that gets me every time. A fucking slot machine.
Woohoo! Viewing! Oh, looks like you got the money! The Blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata! Huh? Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch! What the fuck is wrong with you? I didn't have a choice. It was kill or be killed. So that's why I killed her first. None of you are any different. One more step and you'll be the one standing here. There's a complete chance that I wound up like this. I was just unlucky, that's all. Hey, come on, you expect me to just accept my death?
Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off ruling him off. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't even say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind, it's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. And if I was her, and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped in here, with no way out. They're probably waiting for me. I can't afford to be stuck in here! The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. You have to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it, even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said, no matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side. She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that.
Boy, howdy, the entertainment industry sure must be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seemed so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside she descended into pure madness.
What did you say?
I understand, really, I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like this. All of it. Everything. It's all your fault.
Suddenly, in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma. But that's enough. As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation.
Her grip was like iron, strong enough. I was sure it would leave a bruise.
If you really want to make your enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now.
Damn it! Ooh, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were going to give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did. Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leah Kawada will receive his punishment. Punishment? You mean execution? Well, wait a second. I didn't have a choice. I had to kill him. Yeah, that's it. I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong? You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
No, that's not. Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand?
I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him!
Say what?
If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation. You!
Uh-oh, did I awaken your sense of justice? Well, it just so happens there's nothing more unethical than the unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you?
Just shut up!
Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for, good punishment!
I'm begging you, please don't do this!
No more begging, no more excuses! You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules! Our viewers demand it!
Stop, please!
Now then, I prepare a very special punishment for Leon Kawada, the ultimate baseball star!
No!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
No! Game over. Leon has been found guilty. Time for the punishment!
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Strike! Batter out! I like to call this punishment the 1,000 blows!
What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Woohoo! Extreme! Man, my adrenaline is coming out of control!
Oh, what's going on? I can't take this anymore. We really have to keep doing this. I just can't take it.
Well, hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to get dull ties with the outside world and accept living here forever.
But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Man, fuck you. Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy. Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear. And why are you putting an offending citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal? It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. It's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying best fit together.
You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna punt your ass in the ground.
He was really hating to get so into you. But if you do that, you're barking way up to my tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't get free if you regret from the outside world. You're to blame.
Of course we can't get free of the outside world. You trapped in this insane place.
You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of this school, your thinking would change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What are you trying to say?
I feel like there's a deeper meaning than they've hidden in there. Just like before.
Anyway, let's go to the Mega's punishment. That's what everyone's been waiting for after all.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to?
Sorry, I said everything I've got to say, but if you must know, it's our viewers. I need to save some of the fun for later. Viewing! Just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. Yeah. God damn it. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second?
She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Before we hit that, there's something I want to talk to you about.
It's about Sayaka, isn't it?
I'm surprised you figured it out. I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself.
You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming such an easy target like that.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even until the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. And that's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you.
She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure. And we cannot ask her now.
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you.
What?
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message.
Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was. She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you. Which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure. It's almost ironic when you think about it.
Why are you telling me all this?
Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Leon and Sayaka, and keep moving forward. Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation.
Move past her, that's... I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like this? Leon and Sayaka. I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry the memories with me wherever I go.
So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you.
As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka of all things?
Oh well, I'm psychic.
Huh?
Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. Chapter 1. To survive. The end. Surviving students 12. To be continued. Oh boy, that was a killer of an episode. Ha, ha, ha. Bad joke is bad. Anyways, thank you so much for watching Chapter 1 of Trigger Happy Havoc. In the next episode, we're going to continue the next chapter, which will reveal new thrills, new chills, and new kills. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you there.